you know, the dysphagia is termed as the difficulty in swallowing. It may be due to the obstructions in the esophagus, or which is also called the which is due to maybe due to the esophageal carcinoma, or maybe due to the cardiac achalasia, due to the spasm of the esophagus, which is a neuromuscular incoordinations. And as you go through the medulla, you know that our respiratory center as well as the swallowing center is present in an area which terms as the thalamus scriptorius of the medulla oblongata. And if any patients having a difficulty in swallowing the liquid also, it is an imminent recall that the patients may pass away due to the respiratory failure. And one thing I should share with you, in a case of children, you know, there is situations of the Walder's rings here, okay. And it comprising of the nasopharyngeal tonsils, the nasopharyngeal tonsils, as well as the tubal tonsils, as well as the palatine tonsils and the lingual tonsils. It gives us the protections from the obnoxious agents, but sometimes it may get hyperactive, particularly in case of children. And you know, in the anterior aspect there is the situations of the choana, and as well as there is the situation of the auditory tube. If these nasopharyngeal tonsils get enlarged, it creates the adenoids, and the children's will comes with the several symptoms, because it obstructs the choana, posterior nasal apertures, as well as the eustachian tubes. And due to these obstructions, the nose is cut off, and also there will be the infection of the medullary cavity, and the baby has to undergo obligatory mouth breathing, and due to this there will be the dryness of the lip. And due to the partial or the complete obstructions of the posterior nasal apertures, there will be a sound like snoring, as well as the sleep will be disrupted, which is also termed as the sleep apnea. And the mouth will be always open, the face will be elongated, and there will be the dribbling of the saliva through the mouth. And where the patient will comes with the symptoms of recurrent sinusitis, otitis media, and the other complications, and also the complications of the sleep apnea. To diagnose it, we introduce a flexible nasophryngoscopes to see the hypertrophy adenoids here, okay, which gets hypertrophied, and the hyperplastics. And the long face syndrome, or the adenoid face syndrome, is very detrimental. It may be associated with the craniofacial abnormality, because the facial development is going on at that time. So it should be corrected if indicated by adenotonsillectomy operations.